Good evening. Perspective from my porch. Javier Franco with Steps for Success Life Coach Program. Last week, if you were here Thursday with me, I did a demonstration with a Dr. Pepper and I shook it up, shook it up, shook it up. And then as I was shaking it up, there was some fizz that came through. And as you open the bottle, uh, of course it foams up. The key is to shut it down. The demonstration showed how when we get angry, sometimes we just blow up. We blow up, and then we are stuck with having to do some. Sorry, there's some things I need to move around that I forgot to move. Um, we get stuck in getting angry. When I ask people, so what gets you angry? They said, I don't know. I just blow up. So this is the second part of, I think it's like a 5-part series that I'm going to do. I've been thinking about that on Torch. The first one was the first demonstration. If you didn't see it, it's somewhere in Step for Success page, or you can also find it on a YouTube channel, and I'll put a link to that later on, and you'll see all the videos that I've done. The topic is basically anger management. In today's world, we have a lot of anger, and people are constantly getting angry. And one of the things that I get questioned about is, how do you control anger? Well, there's a lot of different steps. There's a little different theories. Everybody has a different theory. In all the years that I taught anger management, I learned a lot of different ways, but it all came back down to one thing to me. And I made up 5 steps. You may know 7 steps. There's someone who has 12 steps. There's different theories. You can look it up, anger management techniques. This is mine. The first thing you have to do is that you have to identify what gets you angry. That's the hard part. And we'll be talking about that next week. I'm just going to give you a brief rundown of what we're going to be talking about. And then the second part is practice walking away. The first part is the hardest, because in the first part you have to actually sit down and figure out what got me angry today. Now, Joe Bob might come up and say something and you get mad. Well, maybe what Joe Bob said wasn't what got you mad. Probably something that happened beforehand got you angry, and then it just piled up. Case in point, let's say that you woke up late, you didn't sleep well, you have a headache. Automatically you're not in a good mood. You get up, drink your coffee. It's not the best coffee you drank, and you kind of haphazardly drink it. So that's the second thing. Then you go on to work or to school, whatever, and somebody, Mary Jo, comes and says hi. I'm in West Texas. Everybody has 2 names. So Mary Jo comes along and she says something about your outfit. Oh my gosh, I'm mad again. On the boys' side, one guy comes up and says, well, what's wrong with your hair? And Jimmy Don says, I've been combing it all day long. Along the way, different things a teacher gets you upset, a friend gets you upset, and it just keeps on going. Finally, when you get home, something happens, and next thing you know, you're blowing up. It's a process. Identify what got you angry, learn to release that anger, and slowly go up. When you finally get to the final stage that you're about to clench your jaw and everything, you have to stop. You have to stop, and you have to identify walking away and your calming skills. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this. I know that this, I've been keeping them 3 minutes. These next 5 or 6 will be right at 5 minutes. So the first thing for you to do, what I want you to do, let's say you have some anger. For next week, for Thursday when we do this again, this is Tuesday. On Thursday when we do this again, find out what gets you angry. Find out what the little things in life get you angry. So at some point, you're going to pop up and you're going to have the big things and you're going to blow up. Identify what gets you angry. Step number 1. On Thursday, we'll talk about step number 2, which is learning to walk away. Thank y'all so much. And once again, love yourself more than you love anyone else. Because once you love yourself, people can't convince you to do something against your will. Have a good night, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.